Hello, my dear children. I hope you all are well and safe at home. A warm welcome to all the students of class 2nd to today's Environmental Studies class. Our topic is shelter. Myself, Swati Malik, will be there in today's session. As you all might not be having environmental education book, let me give you a short introduction to your EVS book. The name of your book is Go Green, Save Earth Forever. Today we are going to study chapter 5, that is shelter. Shelter. All living things need a shelter for protection. Human beings live in houses to protect themselves from heat, cold, wind, rain, thieves, and wild animals. The place where we live is called our home. We live here with our family members. In early days, people lived in caves or under the trees. Slowly and gradually, they learned to make houses. So children, what does a shelter mean? Shelter means a place where someone or something is put in or goes to be kept safe or hidden. In this chapter, you will learn about different forms of shelter. Let's move on to the next slide. We will learn different types of houses. Our first category of house is Kacha house. As you can see in these pictures, what do you know about Kacha house? Let's get to know. Houses that are made up of bamboo, mud, straw and wood are called Kacha house. These houses are also called huts. They get damaged easily during heavy rains. So children, these houses are generally built in villages. They are cost effective as they are made up of bamboo, mud, straw and wood. But these houses cannot face storms, heavy rain and earthquakes. Next is Pakka house. Houses that are made up of bricks using iron, cement and concrete. These houses are also called permanent houses. These houses are very strong and are not easily damaged. Pakka house can be a bungalow, house with a lawn in it, or a skyscrapers, very tall buildings. So children, basically Pakka house, as the name suggests, are the permanent houses that are made up of cement, iron and concrete. These houses are very strong. They cannot demolish easily. These houses are very strong and cannot be easily damaged. Pakka houses includes houses that are built, for example, bungalow, multi-storied buildings, skyscrapers, double-story buildings. As you can see in these pictures also, these are very tall buildings, while this is a picture of a bungalow. Let's move on to the next slide. Next comes special houses. Type of houses vary according to the climatic conditions of place and need of people at certain places. So children, houses are not same at all the places. Houses depends upon the climatic conditions of place and the need of people where they live. Let's read out. Hilly areas, houses. As you can see in these pictures, children, what you can notice? The houses that are built in these areas have slant roofs. This is very common in hilly areas. In hilly areas, houses with a sloping roof are preferred so that the snow and water may slip down, because besides, stones are easily available there than sand. Hence, stones are mostly used to build houses in these areas. Even the roofs are made up of slate stones. In hilly areas, people make houses with slanting roofs so that the snow can easily slide off from the roof without damaging the houses. Next is tent houses. Some people keep moving from one place to another. They make tent houses, which can be easily folded and taken anywhere. Campers and soldiers use tent houses. Children, as you can see in these pictures, tent houses are made up of canvas or nylon, which is held up by poles and ropes and is used mainly by people who are camping. Next is houseboats. Did you have ever seen such type of houses, children? Yes, you might have definitely seen if you would have went to Kashmir or Kerala. Some people live in houseboats in places which have rivers and lakes. Kashmir and Kerala have beautiful houseboats. Next is igloos. People living in thick snow-covered areas make their houses with blocks of ice. Such houses are called igloos. Igloos are found in cold countries like Greenland, Alaska, etc. As you can see in these pictures, large blocks of ice are taken and out of which houses are made. People live in these houses. These are generally found in cold countries. Next is caravan. People called nomads who do not live permanently at the same place live in caravans. They hook their caravans to a horse or van and can take it anywhere. As you can see, there are wheels attached to every caravan. They can be easily carried away from one place to another. So people, those who does not live at the same place for a long time, they use caravans to live. Next are stilt houses. People living in areas with heavy rainfall make houses on stilts. Such houses are called stilt houses. As you can see in these pictures also, stilt houses are houses raised on stilt over the surface of soil or body of water. Stilt houses are built primarily as a protection against flooding. They also keep out vermin. So children, I hope you would have understood it well. So our next topic is a good and clean house. So children, what do you think? We should have a good and clean house or a dirty one? Yes, of course. We must have a good and clean house. We should keep our house neat and clean. A house, big or small, is healthy and comfortable only when it is clean and organized. If our houses are properly clean and organized, then only it is healthy and comfortable. Okay, to keep our house neat and clean, we should follow these points. There should be enough doors and windows for fresh air and sunlight to enter. Sunlight kills the germs in the air. So children, we must have enough doors and windows in our houses so that fresh air and sunlight can enter our house. Next one, kitchen and bathroom floor should be kept dry. If it is not kept dry, what will happen? You may fall down. So we should keep our floors dry. Next one, drains should be kept covered to protect breeding of mosquitoes. So drains must be properly covered so that insect cannot come out of these drains. If these drains are open, it can lead to breed of insects. Let's move on to the next slide. Always throw garbage in covered bins. So your garbage must always be covered ones. What will happen if your garbage is not covered or your bins are not covered? It will lead to the breeding of insects, and insects leads to germs and diseases. So better use covered bins at home. Next one, remove the cobwebs regularly. Spider leads to the cobwebs generally at houses. So we should clean these cobwebs regularly. House should be swept and mopped daily. So if the houses are swept and mopped daily, it will not lead to insects. Insects will not be there in your house. Things should be kept at proper place. If we keep our things at proper place, what will happen, children? Your house will look neat and clean, and it will be easier for you to find the things also if you keep things at particular place. Next one, it is also important to keep the surroundings clean. Wherever you live, you must keep your surroundings clean. It is must. So children, I hope you would have understood this chapter well. So keep your house neat and clean. Cleanliness is necessary because it keeps the thing and surroundings of house neat and clean, and it prevents from fatal diseases also. It is good to keep your house neat and clean. Keeping the furniture, walls and other electrical appliances regularly neat and clean because it prevents dust and makes our surroundings neat and clean. So children, regularly do cleaning in your house. Cleanliness is necessary to make yourself and your house fit. Let's move on to the worksheet session now. First one is tick write the correct words. So children, you have to tick the correct words from these sentences. First one, kacha house or pakka house is called a hut. So children, kacha house is called a hut. Next one, are found in Greenland, igloos or huts? Igloos. Igloos are found in Greenland because there is so much cold. Next one, nomads use a stilt house or caravans? Nomads use caravans. In areas with heavy rainfall, houses are made on silt or boards. In heavy rainfall areas, houses are built on stilt. Next one is give reasons. We live in a house. We live in a house because it protects us from heat, cold, rain, thieves and wild animals. I repeat once again. We live in a house because it protects us from heat, cold, rain, thieves and wild animals. Next one. Huts are also called kacha houses. Huts are also called kacha house because they get damaged easily during heavy rains. Next one. Houses in hilly areas have sloping roofs. As you have studied children, why do we have slopy roofs in hilly areas? Let's give the answer. Houses in hilly areas have sloping roofs so that the snow can slide easily off from the roof. Next one is answer the following questions. First one. What is kacha house made up of? Kacha house is made up of bamboo, mud, straw and wood. I repeat once again. Kacha house is made up of bamboo, mud, straw and wood. Next one. What are caravans? People called nomads who do not live permanently at the same place live in caravans. I repeat once again. People called nomads who do not live permanently at the same place live in caravans. Next, third question. Where are stilt houses made? Stilt houses are made in areas with heavy rainfall. So children, let me repeat the answer again. Stilt houses are made in areas with heavy rainfall. Next question, question number 4. Why should we have lots of doors and windows in our houses? Fresh air and sunlight enters in houses through doors and windows. So we should have lots of doors and windows in our houses. I repeat once again. Fresh air and sunlight enters in house through doors and windows. So we should have lots of doors and windows in our houses. For the day, children, I hope you all have enjoyed your class well. Stay healthy and be safe at home. Thank you.